Ramon. Good morning. Good morning, Team Steam. Here we are back at it again after a nice winning weekend, I must add. But today is our Friday, but it's your Monday. I hope you guys are excited for your work week. Take care and have fun. But we'll be off tomorrow, but we will be back fully loaded, strong on Wednesday. How are you today, Ramon?
Well, Mindy, we can't afford to take a day off after yesterday's winning day. What are we going to do
Oh,
tomorrow? Can we?
yeah, you get so sleepy by the end of the week, you know?
Well,
It's like
I'm
it's
going
all
to
my
need
fault.
your plays. I'm going to need your plays for tomorrow. You were hot yesterday. We were all hot. Great job, everybody.
That's
Welcome
right.
to the Morning Steam with the Midwest Premier Sports Handicapper, Mindy Hahne. I'm Ramon Scott. Yeah, Mindy, we went a little crazy yesterday. Let's just call it like it
What,
is.
15 plays? Yeah, right.
15 plays, 11 wins, 4 losses. I don't know how you guys keep score out there. I mean, I know there's a lot of criticism of public touts and accountability and tracking your picks and
But look
uh,
at us. All of our stuff gets, tracked. We're accountable, right? We show up every day, no matter
well,
the wins or
yeah,
losses.
I'm thinking about. I was in one of the chat rooms the other day, and it was a discussion, and they were calling out one of our, some of our friends of, we know how our site works. I mean, we're all accountable to each other. I mean, no one can get one over. Of course, we have the general manager and Tony overseeing our site. Every site's the same. I mean, you've got individual handicappers coming together for a, company and using a platform to sell picks. And then how do you keep? We have to enter our plays in the back end. We don't control it. We're just a contract. And so when you have a winning day, your subscribers had a winning day, you feel good about it. And that's how we keep score here. I mean, what? Sure, we're sitting around probably making a bunch more fun bets sometimes. I love to, you talk about how to be a professional bettor. You could just go through, if you could go to, we talk about it, Mindy, whenever we
Right.
see someone with a good performance, 2-1. Just make 3 bets every day, and that will get it done. But sometimes in a particular game, I'm on both sides like 10 times. The
I
game's
like
going
it.
back and forth. It's a football game or a basketball game, and you got to earn those plays too. But if we can deal 11-4, like we did yesterday, we'll do it. Let's say hello to our friends coming in before we
Latifa,
get
put
to
up
our
the
show.
crystal ball. We'll find the winners today, Ramon. We'll find it.
Well, we could sit here and just review every winner. I just wanted to, kind of capsulize being a, making picks here on the year. We want to. The thing was, the free picks were pretty darn good too yesterday. I thought, quite frankly, here, and the chat picks were really good. Let's say hello to everyone coming in for a Monday. We'll only be here real short, promise. And Dre, Mindy, it feels good to be a Baltimore Orioles fan this morning. There's no doubt
Right.
about it. I mean, um, you see all these players flying around. You're crossing your fingers. The Orioles, if you're Oriole fan, you tell me. We've got Oriole fan. You want them to pull the? Can we just get one pitcher? This lineup's looking good all of a sudden, and maybe just one pit, but it doesn't know. It doesn't look like the Orioles might pull anything off. At least on a. Oh, just wish they would kind of. They're gonna maybe make this postseason. It's been what, 7 years. You feel good, especially they got maybe 3 times this season. The Orioles have put up at least 7 runs in one inning on those Yankees.
That's crazy, isn't it?
So forget about it. The Yankee. It's about the Orioles. It's about the Red Sox. All the, you know, put the Yankees behind them. They're not going to do it. So great game. I'm sure. I mean, it was a party from the get go last night. I just, because it was really. I mean, yeah, there was a little bit of W, but it was the game, right? Orioles, Yankees, Sunday night. and to put up 7 runs in the first inning, Baltimore.
Yeah, it was 3-0 before I even turned the channel.
Oh boy! And so that's what you want, and that's what you want to feel when you've got momentum in baseball. It's awesome. Big baller. Hello, nice to see you. And just saying hi to everyone coming in. Frankie's here. R. Thompson's here.
I know. It looks like he changed it to his German Shepherd. I love it. I love it.
Big baller doesn't like Sundays.
No, Sundays.
I know one thing, Mindy. It's July 31st today. By the way, that's why I meant we've got 9 hours. You got 9 hours to figure it out. Baseball teams.
That's it.
Will there be any more deal? Will there be a blockbuster today? Will Justin Verlander be on the move? And so we'll see. But we got maybe some excitement today in the hot stove. We get maybe a little bit more movement. Hello to Jimmy also today. Okay, said hello to every regular, I hope, that's in here. And you guys are sharing your comments. Let's go over to Tony'sPicks.com. You know who's on top of the handicapper leaderboard.
Who could it be?
Not going to be
Team Steam. I've heard of them before.
I'm not going to be all professional and official. We're on top of the handicap, 11-4. Okay, we got lucky on one, but we also could have had another. And not to mention, Mindy, you had some nice premium winners yourself yesterday, including Reds and Dodgers under. You had the over in that Yankee game. You had the over in the Tigers and Marlins, which was supposed to be a pitcher's duel. And
yeah, 7 what?
Yeah, under in Red Sox Giants and under in Mariners and Diamondbacks. And that 6-game WNBA card. I don't know what we learned. We learned that Dallas, that was a featured game. Certainly, I don't think they're going to be able to compete necessarily in the West. I think they can probably take a game off the Aces maybe in a conference or in a playoff series should they meet. But the Aces without Parker were still, they just kept leading the whole way. And we got it wrong on the total. No, we'll take our responsibility on that. But I just thought that Dallas, it's Vegas and then Dallas and then the rest of the teams in the West. Figure out the East later. Hello to Corey here and JD. And the Reds are hot, and then we'll see, because now the Reds are going up against the Cubs. And who would have thought this would be an exciting, important series at this time?
Who's in first place after this?
That's going to be fun. I mean, every commissioner gets a lot of criticism, and everyone would talk about all those rule changes this season. This guy's doing a pretty interesting job, actually, with his sport. All right, Hollywood Sam up there. You see some good winning yesterday. We were, we got a little crazy, but we don't put any restrictions on our premium plays. We just, we just go with them, right? I mean, if we have one, we have one. If we have 15, and that's the way you're supposed to do it. And you see a lot of the handicappers on their shows say, and that's your philosophy, Mindy. You've said it plenty of times. Well, the plays are the plays. And if there's 10, there's 10. If there's 2, there's 2. Hollywood Sam 3-0. Joseph Schultz 3-0. Ben Ruhala 3 wins, 3 losses, plus 150
every time.
But here's the thing. Now I went in because I'm a handicapper. I'll study these handicappers, right? I mean, if someone continues to win like Ben, let's see what he's doing, right? Ben, I mentioned him on the air. Oh, look at these dogs, Ben. Ben lays a lot of run lines with plus money as well. So it's not all dogs. So shout out Ben. But what he's doing, it's about 50-50. He's taking dogs, but he's also laying some run lines with plus money. We all know getting that plus money is always a good thing.
That's right.
Something that I've said not doing enough of, but pretty positive numbers yesterday, and we've had a good year. So let's see who else we got, and we'll get on with the show. We've only got these 10 baseball games to talk about. So Sean did what he wanted to know. Daniel Chuck 2-1. Tim Irwin 1-0. The VIP account 3-2, and there's Mindy with her pick. She also had a premium winner, Seattle and Indiana under. We kind of nailed that game, Mindy, I'd say.
Yes.
All right, don't forget, head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off our premium picks. We're going to give you our complimentary selections here. There are no requirements to buy our premium picks, but should you need a little bit of assistance or running late, you still want some action, you didn't handicap, you don't know, head on over to Tony'sPicks.com and check out our multi-game packs there. We are just showing how it works, because I think the site, we've been doing some updating, so this is a little bit off. There's Daniel Ostrich, though I do see a $15 play for Monday, but the cash in the system, it looks like to me, you can see some of these packages are a little old. So let's just go back on over to the site, to the show, and talk about our games today and let everyone come in, including Michael Poland, who's here today. Nice to have you. And Tony Coca. Want to welcome him. It looks like a newcomer. And,
another little pup. I love it. I think everyone should start putting dogs as their little icons. That would be amazing.
So Tony says we're good. So maybe, Tony, have you been listening and new to the Steam meeting, chiming in, or you knew what's been going on, or been around a week and said, hey, these guys are okay? We've been here closing in on a year, Mindy. One more month, right? We'll be doing this show for 1 year. Thank you so much.
What are we going to do for our anniversary, Ramon?
We're going to bet a bunch of football games. And, Carrie Davis want to say
maybe
hello.
Like steak and lobster or something like that.
Let's just say Yankees might make a run, but it won't be against the Rays. Well, they gotta beat these teams. You gotta win these division games. That was what the big deal was, I think, about that last night. So, right, we'll talk about Syndergaard. We'll talk about it because he's pitching in the rotation today. So.
Thomas, that would be good. We would live stream me grilling and Ramon grilling, and then sitting down and eating steak and lobster and corn, maybe something like that. Something good to grill.
We talked about some type of I like some of those live streams. I've considered saying, hey, should we get a live stream show together during the? But I don't know. It is very time consuming, and but I do want to share a lot of great moments with everyone too, as our channel gets bigger. So I'm thinking about maybe what we could do. The only thing we do is like NFL football. I mean, I love that. That first game window is so awesome when 8 games are going on or something. Big Baller has got a parlay ballers of the day. Thank you, Big
Bada bing zing zing. Amazing. I like that.
Okay, Big Baller. Don't mind just showing up, and hopefully you got some winners for us on your first day in the chat. First day, huh? Big Baller 69. There's always the guy that wears that number on the softball team. He's a life of the party.
Right.
All right, Mindy. Got these games. It's a night card today, and very good matchups. This is like I said, this is a good job here. These games continue to be pretty important here. So let's get down to business with the Phillies and the Marlins to start us off on the road here. Big series, just like that. And the Phillies are the slight. This game is definitely moving closer to pick-up. I mean, I think money's coming in on Miami, or at least bookmakers are shifting the line to Miami right now, early in the betting cycle here as we get to the traditional opener. And this one, I'm showing it $1.15 on the screen. the total, the steam came in on the over, but right now I'm showing it moving lower on the total. So Edward Cabrera here, maybe having a good start. What do you got?
Yeah, I like Cabrera in this matchup. 2.61 ERA at home with that 4.74 ERA overall. He does hold this Phillies team to a .376 slugging percentage. And I don't know, they seem to be kind of scoring some runs here. Phillies kind of still have the edge on them, 4.4 runs per game, but allow a lot more. So on the defensive side, the Phillies allow 4.75 runs per game here. I'm going to go ahead and go with this Marlins team to get this one at home, even though I think Philadelphia's been a little bit hot, but I think they were playing Pittsburgh, if I remember correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Miami here.
Yeah, and they still had a loss in there against the Bucks. That 7-6 game, I think about. So Cabrera's going to have to clean it up a little bit. Last three starts, a 7.36 ERA, but Miami wins when Cabrera's on the mound. As far as Walker is concerned, 4.74 ERA in his last four starts, but Walker's been among the best moneymakers in baseball when he takes the mound. The Phillies are 15-6 with Walker. So you have the definite interesting that Walker 15-6 are the Phillies when he starts, but when Cabrera starts at home, they're 5-1. Man, that's a real close line. Let's take a look and see what the chat's into here. With CTG leading us off with first five Miami, and here's Ron on Miami. And thank you for that, Tony. JD here on what's he saying about?
He says Cabrera has a blister.
Well, and again, I mean, these are some subpar numbers for sure of late. Baltimore, Dre says go over. Fernando on the Phillies here. Here's Thomas Lewis. Hey, don't these people know I'm on the air?
Right.
Omar has Miami here. Bionic on the Marlins. Now, the one thing that's like I said, I've been sharing. Finally, figured out how to share the show on my YouTube, and I'm on there right on Facebook. I mean, right?
Yeah.
So
right.
I don't know. I mean, do people look at Facebook anymore or whatever? And then some out of the blue, you get a text from like, "Hey, what have you been up to?" And I'm like, and I know it's someone on Facebook because they're like, I see them always posting on Facebook. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I talk about sports for like 90 minutes or more every day. Have you seen that?
Have you seen the show? It's on my timeline.
Doing that. You want to say hi? Reach out. Okay, thanks you guys for all the plays here on this first one. Can't trust the Phillies right now. I'm K's on the Phillies. This is such an important series. I'm going to be on the under here. I'm already losing value, I think, with this at 8 over. I'll take the under in this one. Mindy, take the Marlins. I've got to think important game. I'm going to go under. Marlony. Oh, he fixed it. I like Marlony. All right. Yeah, I don't know, Tom. You can't figure these social media sites out anymore. So.
Yeah, I mean, I've been told that it's now Instagram is the way to go over Facebook. At least that's what some people are telling me. I don't know.
You're a whole generation behind. I guess Mindy's never heard of TikTok.
No, I'm saying between you have between the two meta apps there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I've heard of TikTok. I get like 3 views on TikTok. Come on.
All right, good job, you guys, on that. Hello to Sports Girl. Good to see you again. Hope you had a good weekend.
Yeah, Sports Girl has to give us like updates on what's happened over the last,
Oh yeah, maybe she's been busy because we haven't seen her in a couple of days. So. All right, Mindy on the Marlins. I'm going to go under. I'm just concerned a little bit about Cabrera. I love the way the Phillies win when Walker's pitching. Don't know if I'll be going against Mindy or anything on this. Just give out 2 plays on this one. Important series. Okay, this is important for Milwaukee, certainly here with Corbin Burns. I mean, you got Corbin Burns, so $2 favorite. This total way down here, 8.5 over 15. These totals are coming back down after what we saw some of these games yesterday, including that Brewers Braves Mindy out. So right, just trust the bookmakers. What can you tell me? What did I see in that? What did I complain about? And obviously, I was saying, oh boy, look at this total, the highest total in Atlanta ever, and even touched 13, got beat back down all the way to 11.5. There was no question it was going over, right? I mean, it was like every inning there were runs scored.
But I'm worried about the Braves allowing those types of runs, especially versus a team that doesn't really hit the ball much.
It's right, but like everyone says, I mean, it doesn't seem to matter if this offense, keeps going. But we'll get to the Braves. This is about the Brewers, but no, and credit the Brewers for cranking out their offense too. But I guess they play exciting, high-scoring games. They always win. All right, Burns needs this one. Brewers need this one.
Yeah, it's one of those that I think the Brewers here are going to probably limit that Nationals lineup. I'm not so sure they're going to go ahead and win this one by 2. I kind of maybe lean more towards the Nationals. But again, those are not plays that I really like. Probably not ones I'm going to put in. But I am going to go ahead and go under the total. I have this one coming in like 8.5. So I'm going to go under that 9. And for me, it's going to be mostly up to Corbin Burns, what he can do here. I don't think Irvin is terrible. He may give up, though, 5 or 6. So it's going to be how much that the Brewers can limit this Nationals team, kind of the way I see this one going. If Burns has a good day, gets to that bullpen where they're sitting at 3.88 ERA, I think we'll be golden. So go ahead here and take the under in this one.
Yeah, we'll get on it now, Mindy, because I think that sharps and early betting are seeing what you're seeing. I think this total's on the move lower. The steams come in on the under. Maybe because Corbin Burns is back to being Corbin Burns all of a sudden. 1.64 ERA in his last 5 starts. Brewers are definitely, they're still on the road here. It was a rough weekend, playing a good team, but they're, still important games. They're playing a bad team here. I question whether or not this line's a little bit too high still at 200. But Washington with Irvin's got pretty bad numbers. I'm gonna try Washington. I gotta try Washington on the run line. I'm just gonna be. I don't know if that's contrarian or. Look, Burns has been awesome, but let's see if there's a letdown here for the Brewers. I know it's going to be there'll be somebody here with me on this game. Here's Ron. He says,
trying to find it.
What's that, Mindy?
Oh, Jeremy Bryant. Looks like he has it. I found one. I found one that's on the Nats there.
Okay. What's the name? What's the potential names here? Are we going to have are they talking potential names for the baby? Okay.
I didn't see it, but maybe.
All right, Carrie, I got you. I understand. But yeah, and look, the Brewers are 12-9 with Corbin this season. JD on the over, Fernando on the under. Like Sports Girl. Yeah, it should be the Brewers, no doubt. Oh, Jimmy, it's awesome, man. Thank you. We do try to keep it a little bit light sometimes. That's why they kicked us over here to our own show. I think is what happened there. Thank you, Big Baller. Omar says go under. Sports Girl
Oh,
coming off a good night.
hello.
Turkey's
Yeah.
here. Hello. Need the Brewers, he says, because of the situation again. It's got to be rough for Perky. Every day is marriage is real depends on these games. All right, Brewers first 5 for K. Mindy, take the under. I'll take the Nationals plus a run and a half here. Yeah, pressure's on the Brewers. Can they come through in a game they should win? I'll say no. Okay, the Rays with here's Glass now. We're getting Glass now here in this spot, right? So whether or not he's pushed back because he needed a little bit more time, or maybe the Rays are just trying to position themselves. They shouldn't worry about the Yankees at this point, but they're still the Yankees. Glass now here $1.30, total 8.5.
Oh, okay. It's my turn now. I was just thinking about this game, right? Because I was thinking about Judge, and he's on my fantasy team, right? So I got him back in, projected on CBS Sports for 24 points this week. But again, we kind of talked about that. Like, we're not sure if this is the guy once he gets in, if he's going to be able to change up this lineup or not. But I think this is going to be a really good, pitching matchup. I think it's going to come down to the end. Probably, I'm looking maybe towards a low scorer here. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Yankees on the run line, mostly because they're at home, mostly because they got Judge back. Maybe he's got into a little bit of rhythm here after 3 days, sitting at about minus 160 for that run and a half. Again, I just know, I just don't feel real confident with where this Yankees team's going offensively. So I kind of feel like, though, it's going to be a pitching duel. So if it's that low scorer, I think the Yankees have a better chance than not. So that's the way I'm going here with this one. Going to take the Yankees on the run line.
All right, Mindy says take Yankees here, plus a run and a half with Domingo Germán, a 10 ERA in his last 4 starts. Glass now 2.25 ERA in his last 3 starts with a 2-0 record. He's gone under in 5 of his last 6. This total is high. I wanted to go over. I think I might still end up on the over here. Probably just do it on the show because I was hoping for an 8 over. Let's go to the chat in this one and see what's going on with them in this big series. With
info here.
Okay, here. Yep, Perky. Okay, Rays get the win here, says Ron. Oh, Tuesdays is the. That's why I couldn't figure. That's why I seemed so perplexed, and I couldn't continue the show. Tuesday, and there aren't many famous Tuesdays. I can think of one, but it is. And then you could always say, no, on a Tuesday, no, that wouldn't work. Okay, Rays, Yankees are done. Yankees are done. Here's over for Fernando. JD on the under. Frankie is on the under in this one. In sports, yeah. Looking back on it, right, it was no contest last night, as we said. Tampa Bay first 5 for Dre. There's over for Thomas. And yeah, certainly a talking point on that. Not a long road. I mean, the road trips are pretty frequent in baseball. We know that. And Baltimore to New York, I mean, that's just average on some of these East Coast teams. Ray's about to get hot.
We'll see.
All right, I'm gonna take the over here right now at 8.5. I know Mindy said the words pitchers duel. I don't know about Domingo Germán. I mean, to see what the.
You don't think this is going to be his other perfect game?
Yeah, I have concerns right now with Germán. I mean, you're throwing out these Yankee, when you got Sevy, you got Herman, uh, just doesn't strike you as a team that's going to be able to compete with some of these other teams getting, they're heading to the postseason. All right, big baller. Shot caller.
20-inch blades on the Impala. See, I can go back to 94.
Mm-hmm. The Orioles and Blue Jays. These games just keep getting better right now. The Orioles here are an underdog. Bassett, $1.50. Total 9. It's going to be a big series here early week. These are all great right now.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one for sure. I kind of am hoping for the days of old where we get so lots of offense here. I feel like the Jays are the one that's been holding back with some of their offense here as late. But I kind of feel like I got to go ahead and be on the Orioles, right? In this one, I kind of like the Blue Jays maybe to sneak a win. I am going to go ahead and take the Orioles. I'm going to take the 1.5 here in this one, only because it is sometimes going to be one of those maybe letdown days. After that huge giant win, they're just cruising along, and sometimes they get a little bit sleepy here. So I kind of like the Blue Jays maybe to get out to a start. I think the Orioles are going to have to go ahead and try to maybe outlast them here in this one, but I think they go ahead and make it close. I'm going to go ahead and take the Orioles here on the run line.
Yeah, and see, these are the ones I'd be more concerned with, right? Not to, dilute the point that Carrie was making, but the Baltimore trip would be more concerning to me, even though they were, at home, because you're the team now, and you got to go to Toronto. That's just a little bit more difficult than what the Yankees incur in their little trip. So. I'm on the Orioles. This is too high. $1.50. This is going to be dramatic. Look, okay. I'm sure because Bassett has refound a little bit of form here. The Blue Jays have come a little bit higher than I think we expected today at $1.45. The way the Orioles are playing right now, with their having won 15 of their last 20 games. Yeah, I mean, Blue Jays. This is important. Hugely important, with Baltimore holding that lead right now. What, 5.5 ahead of Toronto? So, but Toronto gets their chance at home here. You got Bassett, 2.12 ERA in his last 3 starts, and the Blue Jays are 5-1 in his last 6 starts. But I just think the price is too high. It's a price play for me, Mindy. The game should be closer to just a small favorite, in my opinion, for Toronto right now. And I'll take the 1.5 with you. I was willing to go money line.
All right, let's do it.
Sports Girls on the Orioles. Fernando's on the under. Omar says go over. Ron. Orioles run line. And the Sports Girl says the Blue Jays are horrible. 12 games over 500.
I just maybe feel like they're not the Blue Jays of old, but I don't think they're absolutely terrible. They have potential. I feel like the Padres maybe this year. They got a lot of potential to have that lights out lineup, and just it's been sluggish.
Okay, well, I like the way the offense. I love the under, says Brett. Okay. Yeah, I'm not. I wasn't. I don't know if I'm sure actually on there. Big Ballers contributing great today. Looks like, man, thanks, Big Baller, for joining us. I mean, that's kind of information we like to see right there. Cover our butts. If you only knew. Blue Jays have to get a game going with Bassett. Yeah, I mean, Bassett been up and down to a certain extent, but man, when he's on, he's still on. That's the thing. That's the thing about Bassett. He's a guy you want in there in a I don't want to say a big game, but there's only so many elite pitchers, to go around, and you got to have good pitching, at least good pitching. Blue Jays money line. Hope this says Blue Jays money line. And Bionic on the Blue Jays. Under here for Solo. Carrie, Right. Little. Are you talking about Springer out there? He looks like a train wreck defensively right now. I know that high sky is a little bit difficult, but he was having. Oh, he's talking about his batting. I was talking about his fielding. Has been. Think didn't Springer used to be a good fielder? What is going on with him?
What is going on?
All right, we're on the Orioles for our first play. Uh,
Oh, that's hard work.
after yesterday, you can just throw them out there, Mindy. I was
Right.
willing to.
You're
I
just
was just
clicking.
like whatever you say, Mindy. I'm signing up for, and it paid off with an 11-4 day. So hopefully you guys were with us on some of that. I know we even had some good Team Steam sales, and we give out the plays for free. So thank you to anyone here who just bought. Maybe they were busy or something and said, "Hey, what do they have?" All right, here's another. Here's another good one, Mindy. It feels scary for the Angel. Like this is the beginning of the end
I'm
in a
going to
way.
agree with that statement.
As an Angels fan.
Right?
So, but just hey, be thankful as an Angels fan that we're in this position right now, at least to try to compete. The attitude is good. Moving forward, they're a buyer and not a seller. So they do have Griffin Canning here, a guy who could get something done, but uh, we've seen the Braves have their moments of hesitation sometimes, but maybe those are against weaker teams. They play down to them. Charlie Morton hasn't been too good of late, so can the Angels pull something off? They need to win a few games they're supposed to lose, I think.
Yeah, it's one of those that my modeling here has the age staying within that, or the angel staying within that run line. I'm not quite convinced of that, but again, sometimes I don't like to go against the numbers the way they come out. Because Canning has this awful 824 slugging percentage versus the Braves. They also have maybe the 25th worst bullpen too, this Angels team. But again, sometimes they show signs of life there too. And the Braves have been hot. So again, I'm not going to quite go against my numbers today because I have the Angels keeping this one close. I am going to go ahead and go under because I do think more than not that this is going to be a runaway game here by this Braves team. I just have to hope basically that the Angels go ahead and keep it under the 10 runs. That's kind of the way I see it. It's either going to go I know it's like I'm kind of talking out both sides of my mouth here, but it's like the way that my modeling is, it's keeping me off something here and putting me on another play is all I'm saying. But me, when I watch this and I see the Braves out there continually putting up these kinds of runs, 28 runs in their last 3 games, I think it's more chance than not that they do get the Angels. Angels can be sneaky sometimes. So I'd rather take the play going under, hedging my bet that the Angels are not going to have um, an outing where they go ahead and put up 4 or 5 runs.
I read right through what you said, even if you were going, trying to promote both teams a little bit. And I get what you're saying because the Sharps look to. I think they're on the Angels here for the most part. Again, that's what I try to analyze, and they're not always going to. Sharps aren't always in agreement. It's not some big brush statement. I'm not the biggest expert on the Sharps. I like to claim to be one of them, at least out of everyone doing this on the internet, and it's always so speculative by people who don't understand the markets. Or I'm not belittling anyone either because you guys are a sophisticated crowd, but I think I'm handicapping differently than even a lot of people in our chat. But the Angels took my point being the Angels took the steam today from the Sharps here. That you're looking at a line here down to $2. It was probably as I don't know. Some of the talk was you were going to see
230.
something as high as 230. Right, there were even some throwing out there higher numbers than that. So right now, because the Angels are playing well, maybe that also helped. But Canning, you mentioned it, 6 ERA in his last 4 starts. Who'd have thought Angels won 10 of their last 14 here in the late July? That's awesome. So Braves were monstrous over the weekend with that offense, certainly. And if you look at it, again, just like yesterday too. But hey, it's only 10 today. Maybe that should be our indicator. And there's another indicator I slipped in on you there. Hope you don't get mad at me, Mindy. But when I started the line on the when you started talking, I had 10 over 20 because that's what it was when I typed in the lines a couple hours ago. And right now, uh, I have 10 under 20. And you know what? It might even be going lower than that. I'm on the under with you.
All right.
There's no reason, Joe Average is going to walk up to that window and want to bet the over in this game. And we might not be getting the best of it because the Sharps are going to keep this total down. But I feel like it's going to be an under as well. It worries me that Fernando is on the over here, especially. Here's Frankie on the over. Trey's on the over. So we're going to be sitting there with egg on our face, Mindy, against our chat if it doesn't go under. But I'm not. I'll tip my hat to our chat. They are great.
It's official. They are great. Braves
run line. I mean, you're great, Mindy, but if it wasn't for these guys, I don't know if we'd make it a year.
That's right.
I am very happy every time you pop into the green room that we got another day together. But you guys in the chat have made it really for me to come, for Mindy and I. Let's just put it the way it is.
Right.
And all you guys are a bunch of avatars.
Right.
Atlanta. Here's an under with us. Thank goodness, Big Baller. Our Big Baller might be new, but coming in with us on the under. Take the dog, I think Solo's saying here. Atlanta is just the better team. I think, I don't know. I may have felt like Mindy was leaning, Angels run line. I don't know if it's going to be a premium for whatever. I think the Braves might. Well, no, she did say actually that a low score. I don't know what Mindy suggested. 5-1.
I have no idea what Mindy suggested. It was a whole bunch of gobbledygook. My numbers say Angels on the run line. I don't necessarily believe it, right? So I watched this Braves team just go up there and just put up an absolute ton of runs. And I know that the Angels are suspect, right? They're sus to that bullpen. So it kind of worries me. And the Braves bullpen, they're sitting at third in the MLB. So I like the under, though. Better. How about that?
Omar says Angels are cold. I thought I just said the Angels were hot. I think 10-4 in the last.
They mean like cold. Remember in the opposite way. Remember cold, like they can do it, right? The coldest.
Oh no, I don't think that's what Omar. I think maybe the bats might be cold. I mean, I don't know. Yeah,
this is where he meant that the cold means hot. I'm sure of it. It's got to be.
No, I think he's saying the bats. He's saying scoring wise, the pitching has been better. All the Angels have is Ohtani. I'm high on the offense, you guys. Actually, right now, to a certain extent, I think. I mean, I'm high on the potential of the offense, right? I mean, you kind of got like Mickey Moniak, right? Maybe I'm just a fan. I'm a fanboy of Moniak, but and yeah, I mean when you stick him in the lineup with some, you're gonna get a little bit of protection. Trout's ready. He's gonna swing the bat today too. So don't know if we can get him back for this series. It's gonna be close. He may get him back maybe one game, but he's gonna take some batting practice today, and that's what he said on that Peacock broadcast yesterday. In that in-game interview, so I got it on a good source.
There you go.
Told me personally, he might be swinging the bat today, and that's going to be important. So I get it, sports girl. Trouty not back yet. So yeah, okay. I like saying big baller. I do too. Glad we got him here. Let's go over. CTG says, we're going under. All right. Big Baller. Now I'm starting to question Big Baller. Not that he won 1,895 units, but I'm just wondering if Big Baller really won just 18.95 units and he's trying to make a point. Or does he keep score like we do? Tucker boy here. That's an inside joke for Mindy and I. And the
Right.
big baller. Okay. Yeah, no, they've had their share of injuries, and that's the amazing
Do
thing.
every year. That's like Trout just can't stay healthy like ever.
Yeah, these guys are still athletes. Okay, let's take the under. We talked about this game quite a bit, but there are a lot of good games. This one's gonna get my attention big time tonight. The Reds and the Cubs. Another game is going to be getting
Oh
my
my.
attention here with awesome Abbott. I'll call him at this point. Guy's money, but he's going up against Stroman, and hey, Stroman's still a Cub. He's not going anywhere. I'm pretty sure at this point, the way the Cubs are discussing their potential here. Stroman, a small favorite, $1.20. 8 over 15 now. The total's moving up a little bit higher. The Cubs are one of the best things going right now. And we know the Reds. Ellie did it again. Ellie, look, there's going to be ups and downs. It's not like, we talk about Ellie every time he does something. Believe me, there's been plenty of offers in there with Ellie right now, but the potential's all there. It just happens to be a little bit in a little bit of a playoff race in his first 2 months in his career. So that's fun. Here, Mindy, you have Stroman favorite. The steam came in on the Cubs this morning.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those, like, I wish I didn't have to only just do one pick on this game. I kind of like both sides. So I'm sitting here kind of trying to decide where to go. But you know me, I love Andrew Abbott. He's like my favorite guy out there right now. So for me, it's one of those Andrew Abbott days. I'm going to go with the Reds here. A little bit of plus money, I think, sitting at around plus 102, something like that. I just think he's too good. 2.25 ERA here doesn't allow much. He does have to keep the walks at a minimum, but only 0.6 home runs per 9 innings. So again, when I see guys that can go ahead and limit the long ball, I give them a really good shot on taking these. And I do think that the Reds have a little bit of more momentum going into this one. It was a huge series for them versus the Dodgers, and they got a huge win yesterday. Of course, it was versus, Michael Grove. Whatever. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the Reds.
I told you Michael Grove had 1 foot in the grave yesterday.
Right. Michael Grave. Yeah, that's right.
Mindy, the Reds had not won a game like that over the Dodgers in many years. 9-0, like right there. They said they listed the stat. I don't know what it was, but they hadn't beat the Dodgers by like 9 runs in 15 years. I don't know how long it's been. So, hats off to the Reds for destroying the Dodgers in that one. They keep it going. Yeah, I mean, I love Abbott, but what I'm saying is, this is a big spot here for a new pitcher. I mean, he's awesome so far. You wonder, is this really going to be what we're getting in the future with Andrew Abbott, what he's done so far? Is this real life? Can a guy just come in and be, this impactful for a team? Reds, all this young talent, man. It wouldn't be too bad to be a Reds fan right now. Looking forward in the future. And Abbott's been terrific, but going against really, if everyone want to talk about Stroman Stroman's been struggling, 8.5 ERA over his last 4 starts, but I don't care. I mean, he's still, going to be competitive, and the Cubs are hot still. I don't care about the loss here. So, see what the chat says. I mean, on paper, I better check the weather. It is a Chicago game. Wind blowing in. Just a slight wind. Temperature in the 70s. Mims is here today. Hello.
Yeah, Mims is in the chat.
Nice to have Mims. I don't know. I'm going to look at that comment in a minute. It sounds funny.
I was like, you're in the chat. So what do you mean? Busting up our chat room. Whatever, Mims. Most of these folks are just getting off of work or at their job.
I know
Gosh.
this when it came to last night, Mindy, when all the games are over and I was ready for that Yankee game, and I went to order my pizza. I was able to get the good pizza last night, thanks to you and thanks to our winning day. It was no
We
Domino's,
got the artisan pizza. The artisan.
right. Losing day, I'm gonna go with the Domino's. A winning day, I'm gonna go with my baller pizza. Everything's a baller at this point now. My
Right.
baller pizza. Cubs lose when Stroman pitches. Oh no. They are 6-5 at least in his home starts. Take the Reds, Brett says.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about either.
Carrie says maybe there's going to be some nerfies here in this series. Abbott's allowed a first inning run in 3 of 10 starts. Stroman, one of the best in the league, if not the best. Just 3 times has he allowed a run in the first inning in 22 starts. That's among the best, no doubt. One of the best nerfy pitchers in baseball.
The best nerfy
Stroman.
pitcher around.
He is. I mean, I think he is this year. 3 times allowing around the first inning in 22 games. I'm not sure if there's someone better than that. Reds for Fernando. Latifa likes the over. Big Balla. Over. I think I'm on the over as well here as my play. I was wondering if the win was going to scare me off, but I will go over in this one at 8. I think it's moving higher. The move looks like 15 cents here. I think it's got a chance to go to 8.5. It's already, scaring me getting too high. Latifa likes the over and Cincinnati. Dre on the over. And Omar over in Reds. Solo, is this today's game or yesterday? I was on Reds money line. Okay. Okay, Jose is here today. Big Baller says hot streak is over.
Right. We'll see.
And here's an under for Lotto Snob. Hello to Lotto Snob today. Yeah. Well, Stroman inconsistent. I still don't mind having him in a decent game. So Baller says already 8.5 now. He says there's 8.5s out there. Oh no! I think I've already made my call. All right, I think I've made my call. Mindy on the Reds. I'm on the over.
All right.
That makes me mad. Okay, so we could talk about Syndergaard, talk about what the Guardians are doing. I mean, you want to make a splash, you want to make a move. Let's go out and get a guy with a 7 ERA and start him. Tough to wonder what they're thinking exactly. Look, maybe he could just turn it around, Mindy. He's Noah Syndergaard. He was supposed to come, through for the last 3 teams he's been on. He's been pretty much a disaster this year, costing him nearly 0.4 of a unit per game. He's going up against Ty France, who's been pretty good.
Yeah, and he hasn't pitched a while either. And then his numbers are just way worse on the road. We think the 7.16 ERA is bad. It's 10.96 in 23 innings pitched on the road. And now he's coming up against an Astros team that suddenly put up their season high in runs. Man, I'm going to go over the total here. I think the Astros just have a field day with Syndergaard, with the bullpen. Just continue to go ahead and smash the ball here today. I'm going to go over 9.
All right, Mindy, go over 9. Yeah, here's another one. This one, I could go to 9.5, I guess. The reported steam did come in on the under, so maybe that's what's keeping it down here. France, extremely consistent, 4-0 in his last 5 starts, 2.56 ERA, which is better than his season-long ERA as well. The Astros have won 9 of their last 14. We know Cleveland's been playing well, having won 8 of their last 13. But Syndergaard, you mentioned, he had a blister situation. He hasn't pitched in almost 2 months now.
Yeah,
so,
right. It's been a while.
And it was bothering him with the Dodgers. He had like an ERA over 10 over his last 3 starts before needing this time off. So doesn't feel like a real good situation here with Syndergaard starting. I'll take the Astros on the run line here. Let's see. It feels like the line's even too high, but at least I'm getting maybe a pick 'em price here with the Astros run line. Maybe I can get even a little better at the sharp shops. I've got the Astros to I've got them to smash here. And let's take a look at the chat I see
Lots of
sports
overs. Yep. Lots of overs.
Okay. I just want to
Lots of Astros.
Sports girl, let's get this churro. Let's get. I'm thinking, what is that? I'm saying
when I first saw it, I thought it was corn. Like I thought it was an ear of corn, but it would be bread. Ramon. It would be bread.
Oh. Okay,
bread.
Let's get this churro. Is what I thought.
I maybe thought it was corn.
Like the place down the street, they have a churro shake.
What? A churro shake, huh?
Yeah, churro shake or Sunday, soft serve, and they stick a churro in it. You take the churro out.
Yum, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, I gotta admit. Latifa on France. And France, I mean, on JP France.
Right.
Well, it's the Women's World Cup. I don't want to get confused. We could cover those games here since we got a short show. No, Latifa, what are you doing? You're hanging out in Perky territory there. Latifa on the over. Big baller exact score line. Houston first 5 for Dre. Oh, yeah, they don't play well against the better teams. I think that's Yeah, they needed to make the move. You got to go with somebody. Hey, take a chance on a veteran like Syndergaard. I get it. It's just that with the injury situation and his numbers and where he stands right now in his career, he, expected to come in and be a savior for some teams, and it more looks like his career's over. Don't want to bury him here, but I'll take I'll take the Astros on the run line. Yeah, I mean you're on the Dodgers, and you went. They were 4-8 with Syndergaard starting, and you're and you're pitching on the Dodgers. So does have career good numbers against Houston, but it's been a long career. Mindy's on the over. In this one, I'm just wondering how many runs that bad Cleveland offense will get off of France. So, and you said the same thing. I mean, I think really saying that you're going to need the Houston runs to come through. Baller says the bats will smash today. I think he's saying exactly kind of the way you were seeing it. So.
Yeah, that's true. Why throw Syndergaard against Astros in the first start? They could have waited next series. Right,
Cleveland's up against I'm not saying the pressure's on Cleveland. Because of their division situation, they're live, right? Every game's important, so do what you can when you can, I guess. All right, they won again, Mindy. I'm trying I'm not jumping out of my chair, and they probably can, They do play extremely well against the Rockies, so here maybe you're actually getting a discount at $2. I don't know. Padres here with Seth Lugo, $1.95. 11.5 over 15. There was some steam that did come in on the under here.
Right. But it's one of those that if the Padres want to do something, Ramon, if they want to try to keep track or keep up, they got to win this series here, right? And all I have always in the back of my head is I don't want to believe it, but you keep telling me Gomber is profitable. So again, I want to go ahead though and go with the Padres on the run line. If they want to reach that wild card, they got to get this. And I feel like it's a good spot for them. They're playing well. And again, it's Gomber still has that elevated ERA at home, 7.19, gives up over 500 slugging percentage. I think this is a perfect spot for the Padres to score a bunch of runs here today.
Yeah, it is. It really is. I think they will. Is it? We were on the run line here, Mindy. I guess
We are on the run line, unless you want to take the
on
Padres to minus 200.
I'm on the Padres today here. Everybody
Play
knows
number 3.
I get this team right, and this should be a good situation for him today. I wasn't huge on Lugo coming over. He's doing a good job. He right now 2.77 ERA in the last 2 games and 3.62 overall. Not too bad. Will mention that he's pitched against Colorado 3-0 in his career against Colorado with a 2.64 ERA. Gomber's got that.
Are you telling me Gomber's always profitable, though, Ramon?
Oh, he is profitable this season.
I know, so that always worries me a little bit.
A quarter unit a game, but Padres in Colorado, no. I'm on the Padres with you in this one. And look, I'm against the Padres more. Maybe I've even lost with the Padres because I fade them too much. But again, they're usually overpriced. Here, I don't think that $1.85 or $1.95. I don't think that's necessarily overpriced. It's tough. Nobody wants to lay these favorites. I get that. We are laying like $1.35 on this run line. But after what I saw with the series against Oakland, I'm gonna have to go with the Padres here. And what the chat? You were laughing at the chat, saying some things.
Yeah, I was laughing at the chat because Latifa had her crystal ball out. She was like, "Really, Fernando?" Because Fernando said Rockies take the first game, and then the Padres get 2 more. And then Thomas was like, "Yeah, that's a whole lot to say, Mindy. Just a lot of runs." I'm like, "Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. That's my breakdown."
Yeah, Gomber is terrible, but he's also such a big dog. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Standing a run line for Michael. Okay, there, I see that. And Gomber pays. That's what I'm saying, Solo. Yeah, once they get to the bullpen against this lineup, Padres, they found a groove. All right. We're on the Padres here. Make no mistake today, Mindy. I'll take the Padres with you, minus the 1.5. Padres have won 8 out of their last 12. Colorado's lost 5 of their last 7. We'll say Lugo Padres are 2-6 with Lugo's road starts. Lugo, for as decent as he's been, and you talk about cashing. I lost Mindy, so I'll just talk about this game for a moment. Looks like she might have lost her connection. But Lugo, so far, 15 starts with the Padres, and he's costing you a third of a unit with every start. So with Lugo on the mound, it's not profitable. And with Gomber on the mound for Colorado, it is profitable. But again, you're just talking about Padres usually overpriced, Rockies underpriced. So you get the value with the Rockies. But today, I still feel like I want to take the Padres. All right. I'll share a few more comments here and see if we get Mindy back. Hopefully she didn't lose the internet completely because she did say on there, "How did I lose the internet?" She probably typed in on her phone. Okay, we might just have to wrap up the show, and good thing we're done anyways. So we'll just go with the last game, and then Mindy can obviously she has her phone, so maybe she can type in the play for. I think we're on the final game here, aren't we? With the Red Sox and the Mariners, we'll get Mindy's contribution. Looks like on the phone because she's not going to get her computer back. But I see your messages, Mindy. If you want to type in 1, 2, or 3 sentences on the Red Sox and the Mariners while I preview the game, then we'll have our consensus play because I'll see what you say on this one. Thank you, dear. Great job by you. Oh, I forgot the Arizona San Francisco game will come up as well. I don't think I even made a panel for that one because we didn't have a line. All right, for the Red Sox and the Mariners today with Nick Pivetta going up against George Kirby in this one. And I'm showing right now Kirby $1.30. The total has gone down here to 7.5. So let me just update the panel here on that. That total moving lower here, and maybe understandable. I mean, Kirby's done a pretty nice job, a 3.49 ERA this season. Pivetta 4.11 ERA. The Steam came in on the under in this game. And let me get my notes up here. And Pivetta, 8 starts, sometimes even gets an opener. I'm not showing that necessarily to be the case here today. We know the Red Sox have been strong, having won 16 of their last 23 games, but they're running into another hot team here in the Mariners, who have won 8 of their last 10 games now, just in time here to make their own little playoff push. Another great series today getting underway in Seattle. So, let's see. Did Mindy say her pick yet on this one? Let's see. Let's get the chat plays in here and then we'll go through. We have Sports Girl on the Red Sox, Latifa, Boston Red Sox, Thomas Lewis, Boston Red Sox, first 5, Carrie's on the under. JD's on the under. Hello to Leroy here today. He's here and he says, take the Sox. So you guys maybe here on the Sox as a dog. Sports Girl wants to fade Kirby here a little bit. 6.19 ERA in his last 3 starts. Not too good, but I will say that the Mariners are 7-3 at home with Kirby on the mound. Here's Fernando on the Mariners. Leroy also going to add the over. And let's see. Big Balla has the under. I'm going to make my pick here, Mindy. Did I miss Mindy's pick, you guys, on the Red Sox game? Oh, she thinks Mindy's with the Mariners because I want to be on the Mariners, and I want to see if Mindy's supposed to go first. That's why I don't want to put any thoughts into her head. Leroy on Seattle here. And go to the top. Go to the top of this game. Oh, my last play on the Mariners, he gets run support. Okay, good. I'm on Mariners. We've got a consensus play here on the Mariners. Mindy and I agree on this one, so we've got another one. I'll try to recount them here. I don't know if Mindy can type them in like normal. I'll just read them off if she can't. But we're on the Mariners here, minus $1.30 in this one. I'll let everyone. Okay, thanks. Thomas is chiming in with the last game. And I don't know if Mindy has something on this last game, Diamondbacks and Giants. Problem there is the Giants aren't official in their pitching situation, and I'm expecting it will be Cobb, and he'll probably get an opener, is what I'm thinking in that game with the Diamondbacks. So I'm really not even sure if I had a strong opinion necessarily in the game, but if it's Cobb, I'm sure I'm going to be on the Giants, and I just didn't want. I don't want to say it. I want to see if I get Mindy's play in there. Let's see if I can get this last game in. Fernando over 7.5. Is that the Boston game there? Yeah. See, guys, how bad a show would be if we didn't have Mindy. Okay, I see. No, we got it, Mindy. We're on it. We're on Seattle. Dre's on the under. Mariners 4-2. Thanks a lot, Bala. We got one more game, everybody. Okay, Mindy says take Cobb and the Giants. Let me put up a banner, though, at least. What happened was I didn't have a banner because I would have thought we'd have maybe the pitching situation be decided by the time we were on the air for the Giants. And I don't know, you guys, I think in a lot of these speculation situations, I'm not saying I'm some expert. Maybe I just have no life, but I often get these right, don't I? When I say when the opener's coming in and when they're going to have an opener and it's still off the board. So, oops. All right. Everyone leaving me. Got 100 viewers watching me struggle here with my Diamondbacks. And Ryan Nelson, a 4.97 ERA this season, going up against Cobb. I'll say Cobb for now, 2.97. You know, if we get an opener, Walker, Brebbia, you know who these guys are. So let's just list it like this. Because I think the Giants are certainly going to be a favorite here. And if Mindy's on the Giants, I'll take the Giants. Diamondbacks seem to have some issues, certainly on the road. And for Nelson, a 6.65 ERA in his last 4 starts. Arizona just 6-16 in their last 22 games right now. Giants have won 4 of 5. They're also 30-23 at home. Cobb, if he does get the start, 2.42 ERA in his last 4 starts. And the Giants, you talk about moneymakers, you're going to win a third of a unit per game, even with Cobb, who is favored quite often. Giants are 14-5 in his starts. And listen to some of these numbers on the totals as we get out of here. Cobb, 13-2-1 to the under in his last 16 starts. The Giants have gone under in 10 of their last 13 games. Arizona's gone under in 4 of their last 5 games. And Nelson has gone under he's gone over in just 1 of his last 6 games. 4-1-1 to the under. We'll take a look at the comments and then we'll get out of here. Thank you to Mindy. Add another one, Mindy. I don't know if you're typing them in. I'll read them off. But we're on the Giants for another play. I like the Giants. Okay, here come the chat plays in this one. Giants for sure. Says, Fernando, you guys are going to have, if you guys come to Vegas, you guys will have to plan it. I'm terrible at planning anything. I think everybody knows that. Leroy's on a nerfy here. Nelson's allowed a first-inning run in 7 of 21 starts, while Cobb has allowed a first-inning run in 6 of 19. So these guys run about 33%, 33% or 66% nerfy. Pretty much right on. Fernando on the Giants. Mindy says it's a 5-pack for Team Steam. Coming off a strong day. Latifa on the Giants. Thanks, you guys. Everybody for putting up with me. Here come the plays. We'll put them up there right now and read them off. Orioles run line, Braves under, Padres run line, that should be, and also Mariners money line and Giants money line, a 5-pack. Leroy's with us on that. Thanks, you guys. Thanks, everybody. Head on over to Tony'sPicks.com and use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all of our premium pick packages, including those from Mindy and I. We're going to get those plays up right now, including those Team Steam picks. And since Mindy's not here and we're not going to have a show tomorrow, I want everyone to know that Mindy and I still go over the card, and it's a good one tomorrow. 15 games, of course, in Major League Baseball, and we go through and we still have premium plays. To get these plays from Mindy and I tomorrow, go to the All Cappers tab and on there find the Morning Steam. There you'll find these packages. You see the numbers there, plus 635 over the last 24 hours. And here might be the pick, the package that you're looking for. Again, I know it's $99. Use the promo code Tony T, and don't look at it as like, $80 for one day of picks. I mean, you're giving Mindy and I a little tip or something for doing this. I mean, we do this full time. We sell the picks. Yeah, it's our job. And maybe, if you want to get Team Steam picks tomorrow, Mindy and I'll go through the card, and these will be our official picks tomorrow. You see it right there. You can get a 3-day pass, and you also get the plays from the show that we give out free every day here on the Morning Steam, Wednesdays through Mondays, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 Central, 6 Pacific. Thank you, Mindy. Have a good day. Good job. We'll get out of here. I'll just show a few more comments. If you guys keep commenting. Hey, hi, Dart Thrower. Miss you. I saw that yesterday. You stopped by the chat, asked about the CFL game. I actually had the side in total. I didn't see your place. Had them on some different videos. Sorry, brother. But good to see you. Hope all is well. And I know you're looking forward to a college football season, college basketball, and college football on our, you and I will be looking into some one double, some smaller school action. Thanks, Sports Girl, as well. Sports Girl, maybe we'll have Sports Girl organize that. She's here in Vegas, just like I am. Leroy, thank you. Carrie, thank you for being a new contributor as well. Big Baller, appreciate you. Fernando, Latifa, always love you. All right. Great to see everybody for another week. So we'll be back. It'll be into August. And Fernando's ready for more League Cup action. Fernando, I was just going to talk about the Women's World Cup. But without Mindy, I feel like I should end the show. Anyways, okay, let me look at these games I want to tell you about today, because the next game up is the United States. They're going to be taking on Portugal. This is a key game, of course, for the United States, but a win or a tie. They only need a win or a tie to advance. I'm not going to give out any picks here without Mindy tagging along. We'll have picks today, maybe in the Discord. I've been giving them all out for free. I have not even been we've crushed the Women's World Cup. We could be destroying with premiums. I want everybody to have these games for free, and I've been giving them out on the videos, on the leaderboard video, on the embedded sponsor video, in the Discord, and on Twitter. So please take an opportunity to follow me in all those 4 different realms where I've been giving out the Women's World Cup plays. Also, it'll be Netherlands and Vietnam, the other play in that group. England versus China. These are all going off. The first 2, USA, you guys, not the best situation tomorrow. I know we've had some good time slots and everything, but this key game for the United States tomorrow morning is going to go off at 3 in the morning Eastern time and midnight Pacific. So not the best time slot, but going to have to wake up early for that one, you guys, or stay up late. Denmark and Haiti also. All right, I'm going to leave. Enough talking. Thanks, everybody, for all your great comments. Another week of Morning Steam. Big Baller, thank you. Carrie, thank you. Latifa, Fernando, and thank you. All right. For Mindy Hahne, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining.